You know, for the past couple of years, the AI wars have felt like a battle for a single throne, with ChatGPT sitting firmly on it as the undisputed king. But now, a brand new challenger has stepped into the ring. And this isn't just another fight about who's the smartest. This is a secret war, a war over something way more important. Okay, let's just start right here, because this one quote from one user on X absolutely nails it. It sets the stage for this whole conflict perfectly. You have this battle between static, encyclopedia-style knowledge versus a dynamic, live feed of what's happening in the world right now. And that difference, it's not just a cool feature, it's the new frontline in the war for AI dominance.
Alright, so first up, let's meet the new player who's basically flipping the whole AI table over.
So, not too long ago, Elon Musk's AI company, xAI, made a massive move. They dropped Grok 4.1. And let's be clear, they didn't position this as just another option. No, this was a direct shot fired right at the champion, OpenAI's ChatGPT. And look, this wasn't just talk. The data came in immediately, and it proved Grok was the real deal. You can see it right here, on the LMArena Arena, which is kind of like the ultimate blind taste test for AI models. Grok 4.1 just rocketed to the #1 spot for thinking, and its specialized search model, also #1. This wasn't just showing up to compete, this was dominating from day one.
So this sets up a classic rivalry, but it's one between two totally different fighting styles. On one side, you've got Grok, which is all about speed, real-time info, and this fun, almost empathetic personality. And on the other side, you've got the champ, ChatGPT, known for its super polished, structured answers and its huge ecosystem of tools for developers.
Okay, so let's dig into Grok's biggest weapon, the thing that changes the game, its live connection to the real world. This is Grok's superpower. They call it real-time world perception. And it's a total game changer because it means the AI isn't stuck in the past, limited by when its training data was cut off. It can actively browse the web and X in real time to give you answers that are current down to the very second you ask. And here is a perfect example of this in action. A user asked a super specific, kind of nerdy question about a new video game. Now, instead of just guessing based on old data, Grok became this active research agent. It dove into live sources, Reddit threads, gaming news sites, fan wikis, all to find the actual answer. And after just 24 seconds of thinking and browsing, it came back with this exact number, over 4 billion experience points. That is a precise, verifiable fact that a static AI, one trapped in its old training data, would have had absolutely no way of finding. But it's not just about being a search wizard, right? The upgrade to 4.1 brought huge improvements all over the place. It started making nearly 3 times fewer factual errors, what we call hallucinations. In those blind tests, users actually preferred talking to it almost 2/3 of the time. And its scores for emotional intelligence and creative writing, they just went through the roof, making it feel less like a robot and more like a creative partner. So Grok is faster, smarter, and more up-to-date. Okay, cool. That's the story you see on the surface. But the real disruption, the secret war being fought behind the curtain, isn't about intelligence at all. It's about economics. Which leads us to the big, glaring question, right? Running one of these top-tier AI models costs a fortune. I mean, an astronomical amount of money. So how on earth could xAI possibly offer the full power of Grok 4.1 to every single user, including free users, with no limits? The answer is one number, and it is absolutely insane: 98%. That is the cost reduction xAI managed to achieve while delivering the same elite performance as its last model. It's not an improvement, it's a revolution in efficiency. And this chart here shows you exactly what that 98% drop looks like in the real world. You can see Grok 4 Fast delivering intelligence that's right up there with competitors that cost exponentially more to run. It didn't just bend the price to performance curve, it completely shattered. So, this is the big aha moment. The entire AI war has fundamentally changed. The race to be the smartest is being replaced by the race to be the most efficient. The winner isn't going to be the one who builds the biggest brain, but the one who can make that brain the cheapest to run. So how is that even possible? How do you tame the titan, so to speak, and slash the cost of AI by 98%? Well, the secret is in understanding how an AI actually thinks.
Okay, so there's this process called LLM inference. Don't worry about the jargon. It's just the fancy term for what happens every single time you send a prompt and get a response. And the key thing to know is that this process has two very different stages with very different needs.
Think about it like this. Phase 1 is free fill. This is where the AI reads your entire prompt all at once to get the big picture. This is the heavy lift. It's like a massive deadlift that needs all the muscle, all the raw computing power. But then comes phase 2, decoding. This is where the AI generates its answer one word at a time. This isn't about raw power anymore. This is about being quick, agile, and remembering the context of the conversation. It's the sprint, not the deadlift. So the genius move here was realizing it's crazy inefficient to use the same giant gas-guzzling machine for both jobs. That's like using a bulldozer to deliver a pizza. By separating these two phases and using specialized, optimized hardware for each one, companies like xAI can eliminate a massive amount of waste and just slash their operating costs.
Okay, so let's zoom back out. We've gone deep into the tech and the money. But what does this new era of hyper-efficient AI actually mean for you and me?
So why should you care about any of this? Because this kind of radical efficiency changes everything. It means powerful, top-of-the-line AI is no longer a luxury good. It democratizes it, giving access to everyone. It makes it way cheaper for developers to build new tools, which is going to unleash a flood of new, amazing applications.
And honestly, this is the bottom line. The launch of Grok 4.1 marked the very first time a latest generation AI model was just given to everyone, for free with no strings attached. This wasn't some marketing gimmick. It was the direct result of winning that secret efficiency war.
And that leaves us with one final, huge thought. We are entering an age where the cost of artificial intelligence is falling off a cliff, rapidly approaching zero. When a tool this powerful becomes this abundant, it's going to reshape everything. The only question left is, what part of our world will it change first?
Thanks for watching. Before your Wi-Fi drops, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Stay sharp, stay curious, and keep guarding the trends.